Hey y'all, it's me, Miss B, and today we're simplifying expressions with rational exponents. Let's go ahead and start with some practice problems. So let's go ahead and write each expression in radical form. So 7 to the 1/2. Remember that this is the cube, or this is the root, and this is the exponent, and that's the index. So we get the square root of 7, and the exponent is 1, which ends up just being the square root of, let me rewrite that, is just the square root of 7, without the 2 on the outside because it's invisible. All right, and then number 3, do that one. So we get 2 to the 2 to the 5th in the cube. It does not simplify. We'll just leave it like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do these next ones. Write each expression in exponential form, going the other way. This has an index of 2, so we write it as 10 to the 3 halves. The next one, you should have 2 to the 5 fourths. All right, and then this next one, we want to simplify, but we only want positive exponents. 2 times 2 is 4. Add those exponents, we get m to the 5th. This next one, distribute that 4 through. We get 3 to the 4th, k to the 16th, and 3 to the 4th is equal to 81. Last up, we have a 3 in the denominator and 2 in the numerator, so this ends up being 1 over 2r for that exponent. All right, so that's review. Let's go on to the next section. So we're going to simplify expressions with rational exponents. Okay, so our steps are going to be to rewrite each radical in exponential form, perform the operation with the exponents, and then rewrite as a radical. So let's jump into this first one here. Let's go ahead and rewrite this as x to the 3/4 over x to the 2/8, sorry. Okay, 2/8 actually simplifies to be 1/4. And then when we have these, we can subtract the exponents. So we're going to do 3/4 minus 1/4. And we subtract straight across, but keep the same denominator. So we get 2 over 4, which is the same thing as 1/2. So this ends up being x to the 1/2. And then our last step is to we have to rewrite it as a radical. So let's go ahead and do that. So we get x to the 1/2 is equal to the square root of x, and it's already been simplified, so that's our answer. All right, so yesterday we had the same exponent. Just to remind you, we add the exponents, we get 7 to the 1, which is just 7. But today we have the same base. So we're going to write each product or quotient in the simplest form, and the way we're going to do that is by converting back and forth. So here we don't have the same index, so we can't just do that so simply. So I'm going to rewrite this as 3 to the 1/2 times 3 to the 1/4. Add 1/4, 1/2 plus 1/4. So this is 2/4 plus 1/4. is 3/4. So I get 3 to the 3/4 for that. And we do want to turn it back into radicals, so we get 3 to the 3rd and the 4th root of that. All right. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Okay, this next one. This is an index of 2, so we've got x to the 3/2 over x to the 2/3. We're going to do x to the 3/2 minus 2/3. For 3/2 minus 2/3, I have to get a common denominator, so multiply this one by 2/2 and this one by 3/3. So we get x to the 9/6 minus 4/6, which is then x to the 5/6. Let's look at this one here. Okay, let's multiply those front numbers together. So 2 times 4 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8, times 4 is 32. Then we wanted, let me write a little bigger here. 32, then we have m to the 2 plus 3/2 minus 2, because that's negative there. So this one cancels with this one, and so we end up with 32m to the 3/2. All right, we got an exponent with a fraction to an exponent that's a fraction. So we're going to do a to the 1/2 times 3/2. Remember, when we're multiplying, we multiply straight across. So we get a to the 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 2 is 4. And then here's 13. All right, I got a negative exponent. So let's actually we can do this a couple of different ways. So let's go ahead and simplify 2/4. So 2/4 is the same thing as 1/2. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take this down because it's negative. So I'm going to have 2 and then x to the 4/3 is already there. And then that's times x to the 7/4. Since we're multiplying those, we do want to do 4/3 plus 7/4. To do that, we need to get a common denominator by multiplying this by 3/3 and this by 4/4. What we end up with is 16/12 plus 21/12. We add those together since we have a common denominator and get 37/12. So this is 1/2x to the 37/12. Not super nice fraction, but that is our answer. All right, and that's all for today, folks.